maybe we'll start with that. You found Tim a lot today.
Yeah, I mean, Tim's a guy that, he led the league in receiving last year, and I think he still has room to get better, which is scary, but it's fun for the quarterbacks and fun for Scott. So, he had a good day today, and hopefully we just keep that going.
That post across the middle, I think a couple of them, both Tim and Scott said those were check down plays. How does that work to the layman? Could you explain how that works to the average person? Or
Nope.
you'd rather not?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, so basically, it means that the play that you were going to
I mean, any quarterback.
It off.
Yeah, any quarterback has the ability to check a play, and I just checked a play that got the ball to Tim, and luckily it was one-on-one. So.
Do you think this was your best performance of the week?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I had fun, a lot of completions. Body felt good, and there's always room to improve. And the biggest thing I think with this offense is just keep improving on the process. Like, get us faster, get guys lined up faster, because we need more time on the clock. Like, we can't be rushing to snap the ball at 3 seconds every play. So that's kind of on me to make sure we're rolling this thing. But it was good to see and have refs out there and kind of understand how fast that process is going to be.
Two of the bigs that really hadn't played against what I would call quote unquote real defense. That'd be Bridges and Vasher. How'd you like them?
Oh, loved it, man. I think actually Shamar was actually one of the guys that called out one of the cover zeros that was coming, and that's when I made the check. Right when we got on the field, he was like, "Bo, 0-0." So that was impressive to see from a rookie, a smart guy. The guy's been in his book a lot. Vasher didn't get the ball a lot today, but when he was supposed to, he did a good job. I wanted to get him a couple other things, but found 12 instead.
In all the years they've been in this league, you look at Tim's trajectory this year. I don't like obviously comparing guys, but where could he be in kind of that echelon of receivers?
Oh man, I just think it's so tough because I don't think he hasn't consistently had a quarterback over his career throw to him 18 games in a row, right? Create a connection. I feel like he's always recreating a connection. That was partially my fault getting injured last year, and then, Matt and then Taylor, and I think he had the same thing kind of with, Drew and Dane.
They're still a 1,000-yard receiver too.
Absolutely. And I mean, that just speaks to who the guy is, right? Like, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing is the connection that me and Taylor have built with him and are continuing to build with him. It's just, how high can that ceiling really go when he's, able to continue to and run an offense like this, right? Fast pace, we're trying to get 60, 65 plays a game. So, if you can get the ball to him, 10 times a game, you're going to have a lot of fun.
And talk about the timing, to go back to that very quickly. Is this like how fast Scott wants you to operate at the line? Is this the fastest that you've had in your CFL career?
Definitely. Scott had an idea. He brought it to fruition, and tell you what, man, he's dialed. It's fun to watch. It's not like Gordy White. Like, if you see Gordy White in the golf course, guy can't get out of the sand. He's got a 20-foot birdie putt. That putt's going 10 feet. He bet on Bryson DeChambeau today, and that's why Bryson DeChambeau lost. So blame Gordy White.
Tim said he came into camp feeling like he had something to prove. After last year, even though with the career you've had, do you come in feeling like you've got something to prove?
Oh, 100%. It's one thing I said right when I talked to Scott in the offseason. It's like, I want to, and, a lot of people, try to talk to you like, oh, yeah, like, don't worry about your ankle. Like, you don't have anything to prove. It's like, I take that as almost like disrespect. It's like, as a starting quarterback, a guy that, had a, trajectory of whatever I had early on in my career, and to see that kind of plateau over the last 5 years, I can, say it without the pride, is that I haven't been the player I wanted to be the last 5 years. So I've got a lot to prove, not only to myself, but to everybody in this organization, and to prove guys right. Like, I don't care about proving the guys wrong that have, talked about me or said this or that. That's not what motivates me. It's proving the guys right that brought me to this building.
It's psychologically, how tough has that been from winning the Grey Cup in Edmonton 5 years ago and being the MOP to now? Like, how tough has that been on you? Knowing that you've been a winner for so long. Yeah, I mean, luckily I'm mentally tough enough and probably have too much confidence in myself and think I'm better than I am. So it's pretty hard to knock me down. But I think injuries, it's not necessarily your play that gets you down, because if you believe in yourself, you're going to find your way back if you trust your process. But yeah, I think the injury thing is the one that you just get frustrated, right? Like, you look at McGriff, a guy that goes down again in training camp. Like, I've had 12 years. I'd rather get to see that guy go out and get the ball out, because like, he deserves it. Like, that's going to wear on you no matter what. Trying to get your body back, you're going to get, you're going to stay as motivated as you can, work out as hard as you can. But the body's going to do what it does. So I think those are the hardest things, like when you can't overcome something. So, as those things have progressed over the past 2-3 years, it's been really nice to see the body change. But in terms of the body change, and when you aggravate.
I have a 2-pack now. Thank you.
Well, but like, how much do you have to hold yourself back? Like you may still have that same kind of confidence in yourself. Unfortunately, now you're approaching your mid-30s, and your body, even though it will still respond to you, is not going to respond to you maybe at the same speed it would have 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's putting my trust in the people that know more than me and they're smarter than me, right? Like, I put a lot of trust in Marcellus, a lot of trust in Claire and Curtis and Jordan, those guys. Like, I was with Marcellus every single day, and it meant, like, just the knowledge that guy has. Like, as soon as you ask him something, like, dude, he's going to look it up. He's going to tell you everything he knows about it, but he's not going to give you a quick BS answer and be like, oh, yeah, you should just do this, or we should just do this. Like, he's like, hey, let me get back to you. And the next day, like, he always gets back to you, and he always has an answer, a workout, whatever it might be. He's a prepared dude, so, like, I was just blessed to be able to be with him this all season.
And today, when you actually have to move around in a game-ish situation, how did it feel?
It felt great. Man. And Marcellus is one of the first guys I found on the sideline. Just kind of went and dapped him up and gave him a little head nod because he knows that I have a lot of appreciation for him. Yeah.
Thanks, Bo.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you all.